Hello, I'm Shapturshi and I'm going to talk about feature selection today. So basically, I will try to answer maybe four questions. The first question is, what is feature selection? Uh, so feature selection is one of the most critical pre-processing steps in any data mining, machine learning or pattern recognition tasks. So as you know that any task will start with a data set, and this data set will have columns and rows. The columns are typically called as attributes or features, and the rows will be called as entities, records or observation. Now the second question is that why feature selection is relevant now. So it turns out that with proliferation of so much of social media, there is lot of documents or lot of information which are in text. Text is one example of high dimensional data. Another example of high dimensional data is the bioinformatics data in form of next generation sequencing. Yet another example will be the images. So all of these are high dimensional, and one of the very prominent papers suggests that the growth in the dimension of the data sets have really been exponential if you consider the period after 2014. Okay, so to conclude, feature selection is very relevant as of now. Okay, now what are the benefits of feature selection? So basically, when there are a lot of features, what happens is that the training time of the machine learning models goes up. Okay, feature selection can actually reduce the model training time, number one. Number two, it reduces the data collection effort. Number three, it actually makes your models much more interpretable, because you can slice and dice, make different combinations and interpret the model faster. Okay, and now the fourth question is that why feature selection should be studied as a research problem. So before that, you might wonder that why should if we have some features available, why should select some features out of it. Okay, so there are two principal reasons. First is that the features may not be relevant to your task, and the features may be redundant. How? So let us say I have been given a task of finding out which of the students will get a placement at their pre-final semester. So this is very important for the institution management, because they will arrange special classes for the ones who will not get placement. A very important problem for them. Now we have all the students' demographics data available. Okay, so maybe we have blood group information of the student, maybe we have how many siblings they have, that information. Now this information is not relevant for the task that we are looking at. Okay, that is number one. And number two is that some features may be redundant. So maybe we have captured their several math test scores. Okay, and if you see that the math test 1 score and math test 2 score will be very correlated. Okay, so one feature or one attribute can explain the other. So there is some sort of redundancy among them. So if you use both of them, then the student's ability to do maths will be overemphasized, which have a potential to confuse the model. Okay, so that's why there is a reason to select features. Now let us say that we have a data set which has three features, F1, F2 and F3. So if I look at possible number of feature subsets, they are going to be F1 1, F2 2, F3 3, and then F1 F2 4, F2 F3 5 and F3 F1 6, and finally F1 F2 F3 7. So for three features I have possible feature subsets as 2 to the power 3 minus 1. For n features it is 2 to the power n minus 1. Now let us come back to a text classification problem. Let us say we have been given an email and we want to classify it as a spam or a normal email. But you can understand that text will be high dimensional. What are features or attributes of a text? They are the simple words, and it can run as long as distinct words in a dictionary. But even if we consider that it is 10,000 words, 10,000 distinct words, the number of feature subsets will be 2 to the power 10,000 minus 1. A little bit of calculation will reveal that even if we have all the supercomputing facilities of the world available with me, I will not be able to evaluate that which of these feature subset will be best for my task if I want to evaluate them one by brute force method. Okay, so that makes this a very interesting research problem. So in my PhD research, we have tried to develop many intelligent techniques which try to reduce this huge search space and gives a good result in reasonable time. So in this talk, I will be very excited to share some of our insights that we gathered from the journey. Looking forward to see all of you.